Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms, Chip in Norton. So, as you can see, I'm riding the horse. So we've got a bit to do today. We've got the corn being done in the last field now. So, that should be the last one to get planted up. We're going to have to cut some grass to make some more silage and hay because I've just seen that the cows are ready for some food. So we've got one silage bale left, so we should be able to make one more total mixed rations for the dairy cows. I think the Highland cows are alright, it's just the dairy cows that need feeding. We need to move some feed into the chickens, get them fed up because they're running low. And obviously we've got to do our daily horse riding. So we're about 50% done now. I can't remember who I jumped on the back of. We'll find out when we get back. But yeah, we're going to give both of these a quick run. And then we'll get on with... we've only got the Lamborghini, so we should be able to use that to move some food into our chickens. They don't take an over a lot of food, so we'll get them topped up. Then we'll get the Lamborghini on and we'll probably get some fields cut. Just because we've got, like you say, we've got so much grass we need to cut and we desperately need the silage. Probably should have done it last month. Keep us up. We might do this big field this time as the silage and then the other two fields as hay. Whereas, oh, I got stuck on the fence. Last time I think we did the little field as silage and the other two as hay. I don't think we need that much hay, to be honest. So we will probably just do it the other way around this time. Get as much silage bales as we can. So the telehandler wrapper worked fairly well. So I don't know if we'll use that again. Looks like we're going to have to go around. The horse can't jump over that one. But yeah, I don't know if we'll probably just use that again. Get a round baler. It's a bit cheaper to get a round baler and we'll just use that wrapper because to be fair, for the money, we might even just buy one. I think, what was it, £16,000 for the one that goes on the telehandler? It's nice and easy. It's as quick as anything, really. So, I think it's well worth the money. Alright, that's horse number one. Back in the stables. So, we took Wrangler out. And it's time to take Fred out. I don't know why their feet are leaving like a lime footprint everywhere. I don't know if that's because I've got lime all over them or is they meant to do that. I'm not sure. But oh, they are a bit tricky to drive, the old horses. But never mind, let's get cracked on. Let's get Fred all walked around the farm and then we can crack on with some other jobs. So we've got the worker just planting the corn now down in the field by the shop, and then the fast track is there with the roller on it ready to roll it, so that shouldn't be too bad. And then, like I say, we just need to give some feed to our chickens in here because they are, I think they only have about 600 litres left. They're still going, but we'll get them topped up sooner rather than later, really. Right, give Fred a walk back. And then I think we're done. So right, I'll get Fred returned. I'll quickly clean them up. And then I'll see you over at the chickens with some feed. So we're just over at the chickens, giving them some food. I just stacked all the canola oil up ready for selling it. I think it's November its best time is, so we'll make sure we don't forget to get it sold. But we've got quite a few pallets. We've got the eggs are November as well, as you can see. There's a few pallets now, not too many, but there's quite a few now. I think that should be the chickens about full. So let's have a quick look. Where's my chickens? There they are. So yeah, they're about full. Could have put a bit more in it. It's not the end of the world. I think the enclosure is full now as well, so we might end up selling some of the older ones and bringing in some younger ones again. Just sometimes it makes them lay more, I would have thought. I don't know. We'll have to give it a try, see what happens. So as you can see, the Highland cows, they've got plenty of food in there. But our milking cows, they are out of total mixed rations now, and hay is quite low. So I'm going to make another load of total mixed rations up. We do need to get some of the slurry moved now to the bio pit, and we need to get some of this milk sold soon. Cause when's the best time for milk? So we also need to keep an eye on this because we've got so much corn in storage. The best time to sell it is June, so we need to get it sold in June. We don't want to forget about that. Wheat we're keeping for the chickens, but we might soon start selling or turning some of it into flour because they don't honestly eat that much. It's not like that 2001 in Saxlingham, which is crazy. Oh, milk's at its worst. Might sell it. Is it too... yeah, could possibly sell it, to be fair. It's bad, but it's not a lot of difference at the moment. Because obviously if we fill up our storage tank, then we'll have to sell it regardless anyway, and they've obviously started growing up now and producing more, so definitely need to keep on top of that. But yeah, I'll let me chuck this back in the yard. So we've done the horses now. Chickens are fed. We've got produce to sell. We also need to feed the cows, cut the grass, and run back and forth to into town with the slurry because it's full as well. So we don't want to waste any opportunities if we don't have to. So we've got this bale here. So I'd imagine they're going to need some more straw as well. So I think there's a button we can push to cut this. Let's just have a look. There we go, Z. So we should be able to get that pushed into there. Well, I say pushed. We'll get the bucket and we'll get it scooped in. But yeah, so we've got forage in here. So let's have a look. So I think it needs more hay by the looks of that. Let's just drive to the pit and just see if it is just hay, because that would be perfect. It's got silage in it, and then we've got one more silage bale, so we might be able to make half a load, if not a full load again. Yeah, let's have just a quick run down to here. Corn stalks, no, hay. So we've got 43,000 litres. Oh, look at that. That's worked out perfectly for us. It's a bit of hay in there, and we've got another load of total mixed rations to feed the cows with. So we've got that last silage bale now, so we'll get this tipped into this cow pen. Then we'll run down the bottom, pick it up. We'll make another mix of it if we can. That should keep them going, and then we're desperately going to have to mow the grass. I also need to find out where the bucket is, and I seem to think I've left it... I think I've left it down at the bio plant. Combine... Yeah, I think it's down at the bio plant, so we might have to go pick that up at some stage. So we can scoop this into there. But yeah, right, I'm going to get another load of this made up. I might even tip some more straw in there manually in a trailer. But yeah, I'll get some of the animals all tidied up, and then we'll we'll either start mowing the grass or start carting. Or if we can steal one of our other 2 tractors, we might get a worker mowing and we'll pick it all up later. But yeah, either way, let me get these cows fed and I'll see you in a minute. So the corn's all planted. I've just set the fast track rolling. I've brought the class back, unloaded the potatoes now into the barn and the diesel. I've got a worker set on cutting, well, mowing the grass as well. And I think it's time we sold some produce. So I might just sell the eggs, what we've got down here, to be fair. Just to get everything sold, and it'll make life easier, to be fair, if we just keep on top of getting it all sold. Plus, I'm thinking there's something I'd like to buy. So all the money that I can get would be rather helpful. So I can get all this picked up. I'm going to pick up the I think check on this canola oil. I want to see how bad it is, because if it's really bad, we will leave that, because it can make us some good money. Oh. To be fair, we missed it. It should have been last month. That's corn oil. Always do that. Canola oil, there we go. So, today, best at 5. Could get 5 there. I think we might just sell it, actually, because we're going there. I know we're losing a bit on it, but it would be nice to... it's just nice to make the money, to be fair. So let's get it picked up as well. And then we'll head over and I'll show you what I'm thinking of buying. I also want to pay this tractor off as well, so we're not, because it's the last thing we've got on hire purchase. There's a couple of things we've got leasing, so the water bales are being, we have a look. So let's have a look at what we're leasing. So we're leasing that. And we're leasing the Bailey Bowser. That's it. And then, so the class tractor is all we've got left to pay off. So we're not doing too badly. This is for some reason not going to auto stack. Probably because all the pallets are completely different sizes. But yeah, let me get this loaded up. Whichever way, if that's our mower, yeah, we'll get him moved into the next field. So we're gonna have to windrow them all, even though we're gonna be doing grass silage in a lot of these. We will windrow every field because it just makes it so much easier. It would be nice to buy the dual back mower, because then we could swarf it into the middle. Which field? I'll do the big field next. Yeah, so it would make life a lot easier, to be fair, because then I wouldn't have to windrow. But then again, if we're making hay, we'll just spread it all over and we'll have to windrow anyway. So it's a bit of a catch-22. It don't take too long to sort it out, really. Especially with the workers, they can they can cope with doing a bit of windrowing now and then. They don't always do it in the best way, but they're not too bad. Right, let's get this all loaded up. And then we can head down to the village shop and hopefully make a few pennies. I'll see you over there. Right, so here we are. Let's find out what we get for it all. £206,000 plus 14,000 environmental. Not too bad at all. So let's have a look. So I'm thinking of getting one of these, a baby UNIMOG, just to run around, because we've got a lot of carting to do very soon with potatoes and everything. And I thought if we could get one of these, we won't have to rent the lorry this year. So we're only going to go for the baby, 240 horsepower, because we don't need anything excessive here. And I think, let's put it in a nice, what colour do we go for? Do we go for pink? Make it wow. Do you know what? Let's really change it up. Let's have something really out there. This is, we won't be missing it on the farm, so let's get that bought, and that's going to be our new carting vehicle. So a nice little upgrade to the farm in a very wowzer colour. And then because we've still got quite a bit of money left over and I've still got some produce to sell, I'm going to settle this early, and that's it. We now have nothing on hire purchase. And then I'm going to go sell some cider, sell some jam, and take the lemons and everything for selling. That should top us up so we can rent or buy the baler. And then we'll be well away. So I'm going to drop this off in the yard now. I'm going to pick up the windrower with the class tractor. I'm going to set him off windrowing. And then we're going to go pick up the new bright pink Unimog. And we'll pick this trailer up, and then we can have it carting some, well, we'll nip up to the cider area, we'll get it carting that, then we'll start carting that slurry back and forth. So yeah, it's going to be well used, but on trailers. It should make it a bit quicker with 55 mile an hour, depending on how it pulls it, because it's only 240 horse. But I'm hoping it'll do the job nicely, and it'll just make this process of carting just that little bit sweeter. So I'll get this dropped off. We'll chuck the windrow on the back of this. We'll start him in the old oat field, the new one we made. And then hopefully by that time the guys finish mowing the other field, he can windrow that one. And then by the time we get back, we should be able to get a nice baler and get everything baled. So while we head over, I'm just gonna, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm not an oval fan on these doors. I just wanted to put that somewhere I could get on it. There we go. Yeah, so I'm not, what was I saying? So yeah, when we're over there selling the jam, what we'll do is we'll pick up the bucket for that telehandler, and then we can get that straw chucked into the cows as well. And that'll keep them well up to date with their straw, because I don't know what they're doing on straw. Oh yeah, they've got none, so we desperately need to get some more straw in there as well. So we'll get that one bale we had scooped in there, and then we can also use a Bailey trailer and we can get some more tipped up there as well. We've got plenty in storage, and I think some crops this year might give us some more. I can't overly remember what we planted or drilled. There's been quite a lot. But yeah, let's get this guy windrowing. There we go. Set him off. So he's getting on all right mowing. And we'll come and have a look at this bright pink UNIMOG. What a beaut. Colour is a bit out there, I must admit. But at least we'll never lose it. Right, let's get this back to the farmyard. Let's pick up that Bailey's trailer. And then we will first of all go sell some cider and jam. Pick the bucket up. And then we'll do a lot of slurry carting. Or to be fair, we might as well actually leave the bucket until we slurry cart, because we have actually got capacity of chucking something in the back of this. Right, I'll head back to the farmyard and I'll see you guys when we're selling the cider. Right, here we are, 23 pallets of cider. Let's find out what we can make. There we go. £85,000. So yeah, that is going really well, the cider production. So we'll nip over now, see what jam we've got. And we can then get the jam sold. Yeah, the UNIMOG is a lot quicker for travelling back and forth, so probably going to be quite a good asset around the farm to have, just for speed moving stuff. We've got quite a bit of jam on waiting for us, so let's get it all picked up and let's get it all sold. Alright, I'm going to get this all loaded and I'll see you guys shortly. Right, so here we are, let's sell our jam. Ooh, another £205,000. So that gives us plenty of money for buying a baler. So let's get one bought. So we'll get a wrapper bought. And then we can get a nice round baler. So let's have a look at the options. So that one there would probably do it. It does up to... Which one was we looking at? This one. I've never had this one before. And I quite like the black. So yeah, I think we'll get that one. I think that's all we need to do. So we'll get that bought as well. So that's another 81,000. Not too bad actually. And then they're all at the shop waiting for us to pick up. So for now, let's head back to the yard. I'm going to start moving some slurry back and forth. And then by that time, the grass should be cut and in swaths, and then we'll go pick it all up with the new round baler. So I'll see you shortly. Right, so I've just been moving some workers around. So we've got one spraying the weeds off. We've got one now doing the windrowing in the big field. And then the mower guy is now in the last field where the horses are. And we'll turn that one into hay. But I am now back on moving some slurry back and forth to the bio plant. And we'll turn this into some more money. So we're going to do quite a few trips now, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And hopefully we can make a few pennies out of it. Right, that's all of the slurry moved across to the bio plant, and I've activated it. So we're just going to drop that off for a second. We've brought the bucket back with us. I've just filled it up with milk as well, the tanker, because I'm going to double check that price again, and we'll probably sell it. Or do we rent a bakery, a dairy even? Do we turn it into something like cheese or chocolate? Probably a better way to make some more money off it. But for now, we're just gonna get this bucket out, because I forgot when you take the trailer off, the back door goes up and it's a bit glitchy. There we go, but she's off anyway. So we're gonna get all of this straw swiped in there, and then I'll take the UNIMOG up to the store and we'll go pick up the baler and the wrapper, because we can chuck it in the back of the UNIMOG, and then we can get some grass all wrapped up, because we've not headed anything. So we're pretty much going to do all silage this time, and then hopefully next time, which will only be like a month or two, we'll start doing some hay, and we'll do a full run of hay. But at least that way we can keep going with our total mixed rations. But I thought I'd just scrape this in here after tipping it on the floor like this. We'll get the yard all tidied up, and then I say we'll go get that baler, we'll bring it back here, and then we can start doing some baling. So I don't know if we'll use the class or what we'll use, to be fair. I'll make that decision when we get back. We've got quite a few tractors. I've sort of left the mowers on the back of the Lambo at the moment, because I suspect we're going to sort of start just having one tractor for mowing to keep up with these cows' demand. And we'll have, well, then we've still got 3 technical tractors. The Unimog's going to be doing all of the carting now. Big class will do all of the bigger jobs, and the fast track will do like the spraying and all the in-between jobs. But there we go. That is the yard all tidied back up. So I'll just pull this in here for now, because we are about to use it for a lot of wrapping. I'm going to move the fast track now on into, I think it, yeah, we've got one field which it doesn't seem to like to put on a worker, so I'm going to try it again, and if it doesn't go onto a worker, I will make sure I do it myself, because next month we'll only have, hopefully, a field by the shop to do. I think we virtually, oh, we might have all the ones down the bottom to do. Let's just have a look. Yeah, we're probably going to have all of these to spray off next month. So it's field 13 it doesn't like, and then field 33 we'll have to do as well. So we'll get him moved down here. I'll see if he'll do this one, and if not, we'll wait till next month. We'll have another big round of spraying, and then I'll spray that field off myself. I think it's got canola in it, so I don't know why it's not working. I have also got to check to make sure I did fertilise the peas. I don't think I have done yet, so I might have to just double check that, because for some reason it didn't. Yeah, it's not recognising that field. I don't know why. Doesn't seem to like that field. So, not the end of the world. But yeah, let's just check that pea field. I can't remember if I did or not. Yes, it's giving me no information for field 9. I have already purchased soil. But yeah, I definitely didn't fertilise it. Obviously some of these are soybean fields, so we're not too worried. But yeah, field 9. And a big chunk of field 10. Bit bizarre. Right, well, I might empty this out quickly, put some liquid fertiliser in there, see if we can spray the peas. Then I'll go grab the baler. So I'll see you shortly. So I've just picked up the baler and I thought I'd give it a spin. We've also got the wrapper on board, so we'll get that offloaded in a minute and get telehandler down here wrapping bales. But we are just baling the first field, and then I've had a bit of a thought. I think it's time, and I think we've got enough money now to say goodbye to the Lamborghini and buy a proper Lamborghini. So I'm gonna sell it from the menu. I know you can get more if we go to the store, but I'm just gonna sell it from the menu because we've had the tractor a long time now. It's served us well, so still worth £100,000 to be fair. So it's not bad to be fair. And what we're gonna do is buy the proper Clarkson's Farm Lamborghini, and we're going to max her out to 325 horsepower. Chuck the accessories on, which is very expensive, £8,000 for a bit of aircon, and we're going to buy that. So we now are the proud owners of a proper Clarkson's Farm Lamborghini. She's a beaut. It's also got a lot more horsepower, so it should be a nice ride. And what I'm also going to do while we're at the shop is I'm going to buy an auto stacker, just because it's going to make our life so much easier. I'm going to get a round baler auto stacker, because once we've done all of the... Oh, apparently we've parked inside of it. But yeah, once we've done all of the silage bales, we're going to need to transport them. And I think the easiest way is with one of these, instead of moving them all with the telehandler. So, I'm going to run this down there. Obviously, we won't be picking them up straight away. We will be wrapping them first, but then we can store them in the yard or right next to where we fill up with hay and straw, so we can make total mixed rations a lot quicker. So this is the new rig. What do you guys think? The proper Clarkson's Farm Lambo. So we've got the first field all baled. We are just in the process of wrapping these bales up. I'm going to try and wrap as I go, so it's not too much wrapping to do at once. But telehandler's doing... I do like this one, what wraps on the front of the telehandler. It is a nice bit of kit. I think it's nicer than the one you tow behind the tractor. Yeah, so we should have quite a few silage bales after we do all this. So we should be able to keep making total mixed rations for our cows now. And if we run out of hay, at least we can chuck silage straight into the cows until we can get some more hay. But I don't think we will. So we can... We've filled them up for now, and we will be able to cut this field again in a month's time, I would have thought. Probably 2 months' time. We'll get another cut on it, and there's 3 fields we can cut of grass now, so I think what we'll end up doing is buying a new cutter for the back of the tractor, just so we can have a bigger span sort of thing, but it'll also leave a line so we don't have to windrow as much, especially when we're doing grass. Obviously when we do hay, we're going to have to windrow it back into the lines, because I think it'll chuck it everywhere. But we can only try it, and if it doesn't, it saves us even more job. So the baler's doing a fairly good job. It's not a bad little baler. The UNIMOG is pulling it quite well. Pink and black combo is looking quite good. It is a bit of a bright colour, but I say we'll never lose it on the farm. Right, I'm going to wrap these last 4, and then we'll get them picked up with the auto stacker and the new Lamborghini. Then we can see how many bales we got. There we are, guys. We've got 12 bales off that little field. So I think we're going to call it there for today, guys. And then next time we can get the other 2 fields baled. Yeah, we'll get them baled and we can get them all stacked up over there by our straw shed. But it's been an eventful episode. We've made a lot of money. We've spent a lot of money. But we have bought a brand new Lamborghini and a nice pink Unimog, which will keep Jay happy. Right, we'll see you guys next time. Remember, if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave them below. And as always, if you ring the bell and hit the subscribe button, you'll get a notification of the next video. Bye bye for now.